I think this committee is purely guided by the OAG. So when the OAG decides to say that he has not been able to go through the documents, he has not been able to go through the report, then as a committee we are handicapped. We might not be able to do much because the OAG is the prosecutor. So when the prosecutor comes and says that he doesn't have a file, he has not been able to look at the charge sheet and so forth, then I think we are restrained to proceed. And this is something that I am very sure my good friend Governor Sang is aware. He has been appearing before this committee before. Maybe save for those more issues, but of course I've captured the OAG also say that the client has been a bit difficult. I don't know for what reasons. I don't know for how long the CC has been this help. Finance, is it the first time to appear before you, or maybe the chair?
Myself, I've appeared in previously, but it is financially.
Or maybe it's a deliberate effort to make sure that we don't have to look. You know, you can also deliberately decide not to give documents on time so that we don't have time to look at those documents and then you run away.
Auditor, you wanted to input something?
Yes, Chairman, before the Director weighs in on the issue, please allow me to say that when we request that documents be available in time, it's for the simple reason that the client brings in copies of the records. We need time to go and verify from the primary records held at the entity whether the records given to us are really genuine, and they explain the issue at hand. So when you bring a document one day to the day of the meeting, we don't have that opportunity. Okay? We also need to do additional audit tests on the documents now provided. So when you bring a record one day to the meeting, we don't have that opportunity. We are denied that opportunity to do additional audit tests that we'll have done if the documents were available when you are on the ground doing the audit, or after you have submitted them. We have a few days to be able to go to the ground and perform those additional tests. So, Chairman, we are really constrained in being able to advise this committee. Thank you, Chairman.
Director.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, what we are supposed to discuss are 49 issues, and you'll find 2 issues have been satisfactorily responded to, 46 not responded, and 1 is partially. And if you look at the majority of the issues that have not been responded to, just to give as an example, would be for non-provision of documents. Now, non-provision of documents, even if we were supposed to discuss and the client has adduced those evidences, that is not the conclusion of the audit, because upon interrogation of this document, you would be led to another query that you would need to perform to get satisfied. So, Chair, probably would you allow me to go through the issues that didn't have document provided?
Just a minute before you do that, Senator Dulo, you want to say something?
Chair, it's good to hear from the governor what is the problem, because if the documents are not provided, we can't proceed because nothing has been done. So can you tell us what are the challenges that he's facing as far as production of the documents are concerned?
Yeah, before you do that, I know, Governor, you're a lawyer and you know these things, but just for the records, legal counsel, just read the section on provisional documents so that the governor can mitigate, because then we can prescribe very punitive recommendations. Do you think I can get it now? If we go that direction, auditor, we'll be opening the audit here. And we don't want to be auditors. You are the professionals. You are trained to do so. There are also very many accountants in the county government. I don't think it will be proper to turn ourselves into auditors. So I think the issue that we'll just be doing now is to try and mitigate on the issue of non-provision of documents. Because then, okay, legal counsel?
Through the chair, section 62(1) of the Public Audit Act states that a person shall not be without justification failed to provide information required under this act. C, without justification failed to provide information within reasonable time that is required under this act. Section 62, subsection 2 states that a person who contravenes subsection 1 commits an offence and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 5 million shillings or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years or to both.
So I think the catchword there, and Governor, is without justification. So we want you to tell us what was justification. You tried it, but I don't think you convinced these members. Try again and convince our members why you didn't provide the documents in good time. Governor.
Chair, as I have indicated, the documents were provided on Thursday morning. That is definitely way after the deadline. I note with concern that particular delay. I have explained that we have had a very difficult situation as a county, courtesy of that human resource, process that was ongoing, that led to, exit of quite a huge team of our human resource, finance included. Ordinarily, and I have appeared before various committees of the Senate, that has never been an issue with regard to the county. This challenge is specific to this particular season when we have had this problem. We have made all the efforts to ensure that in terms of the human resource audit process that was done, and correcting that challenge of staff, the staff shortage, the Public Service Board is currently carrying out interviews for the staff, and we gave the request to the Public Service Board to give priority to the finance and the department because of the nature of the challenges that we have. So really, again, as my senator said, whether I apologize, and of course I take full responsibility as the CEO of the county, as much as I sympathize with my department on the basis of the shortage of staff, but I take full responsibility, and I really, I really apologize that we are not able to do what needed to be done in good time. Again, for the auditors, I know the auditor has mentioned something related to the fact that the client or ourselves have not been very, cooperative in terms of provision of documents. Again, the challenge is really the shortage of staff that we have had. But this is a matter they can confirm. In many other, in the previous audits, the CEC here for the first 5 years of my term, he was the CEC in charge of finance. He was away for two years. Now he's back in the finance docket. And if you look at what we were able to do even previously at that time, we improved our, audit opinion, significantly. So there have been measures that we have put in place. This is a unique situation, and I want to request the committee to indulge us. But this is a matter that we have given priority, and we really apologize that the whole sitting of the Senate is here, or of the committee is here. We have not been able to do what we needed to do in good time.
Chair, I have a proposal that we give the auditor some time to go through these documents, and we meet here next week, because I think the people of Nandi deserve that conversation, Governor, and so that it doesn't appear that or like that you are trying to run away. We can agree that we give the auditors time, then we meet here next week. Chair, that is my proposal.
And without even getting anybody to second, I also have that feeling. Why I really wanted us to proceed was what you said last, that maybe the client does not want to appear here and account for the money. But given the challenges and the challenge that he has given us, and that apology rendered, I think apology is a parliamentary language which can be admitted in parliament for somebody to show some remorse that you can not continue, but that will only be for submission of documents. We'll look at it. But then everybody here believes that you can't proceed if the documents were rendered just yesterday. They have not been verified. How would you continue? They have not been tested. You know? So, on the mic?
Yes, maybe, Chair, it is sad that we can't proceed. And I agree with you that the people of Nandi want to know how their money that we fought the other day and we've been fighting is being used, especially on development agenda. It is sad that we cannot proceed. But the governor has noted that the CEC is not new in this department, despite the challenges of non-provision and violation of Section 62 of the Public Audit Act. So, Chair, but we can defer this matter, but I agree with Senator Sifuna that we reconvene as soon as practically possible on a meeting on notice. And then also, I don't know, Chair, maybe the auditor can tell us, because I've realized these are 49 issues, one has been solved, one has been partially resolved. How long will they need to go through it, Chair? And then finally, I have not heard the governor give a strong commitment on working closely with the OAG. Because if the OAG, you know, OAG like using what I call love language. They don't want to call as it is. They are saying the client might be difficult to work with. But for us, we know the client is difficult to work with. So I needed a strong commitment by the governor that in instances of exit, entry, and management meeting, the availability of the CEO should be mandatory, so that we don't need to sit the whole day. So can the governor give an undertaking that in one of the meetings, because, and I don't know whether governor sees management letter, because in management letter through the chair, some of these issues are being raised. And one of the fairest process is the OAG process, where they even give you a second chance of the second bite to the cherry. So I think the governor should give us an undertaking that he will work and cooperate with the OAG, so that when OAG comes back to report to the committee, since he's the prosecutor, we shoot with military precision where we shoot, so that we don't need to go back. But Chair, as the area senator, I'm extremely disappointed that we could not proceed. I know today being on Friday, and the Minister of Enjoyment, Senator Sifuna, is here. He's appearing restless because today is Friday. But I want to thank him. I know he has had extra duties he should be performing elsewhere, also as the SG of the party. But Chair, we really wanted to proceed. But because I want the fairness and the truth to the people of Nandi, I agree we can defer and convene as early as July or next week, so that we can consider all these matters, and then we can move forward, Chair.
Thank you, Senator. Governor, you want to say something?
Chair, I give my commitment, and the director here can confirm. At the entry meeting, I participated personally, and even the exit meeting, I participated personally. I give the commitment to continue working closely with and cooperating and ensuring that the entire team works and cooperates with the Auditor General. So that is a commitment that I give, and Chair, I give that commitment, and we will work.
Thank you so much, members.
Yeah, maybe just, I forgot something, sorry, indulgence, 30 seconds. Governor, you say you are doing interviews to fill and address the challenges of provision of human resource within various departments. How long? Because Chair, you might come back and say we are yet to have the necessary staff to support supply of documentation. So Governor, how long will the process take, and how many people are here? Thank you, Chair.
The governor said you're already employing. You want to add something?
No.
on top of that?
But the interviews are ongoing. I can't have the figure of the number of staff offered and even the schedule by the Public Service Board for the interview is out. I can't be able to give the exact figures, but the process to fill up the positions required is ongoing.
So just work on your team.
Yeah.
So, Chair, how sure are we by the time we come back? Just 1 second, because it is important for this process. So how sure are we by the time we back Governor through the chair that you will have gotten enough human resource for the provision of our processes?
I think for us that is not our problem. We can even hire temporarily.
Just to clarify, the documents are already here. They are already with the auditor.
Yes.
All that it requires is for the auditor to go through those documents in the period that then when we reconvene, that cannot be an excuse. The documents are already here. And Governor, when we come back and then we are told there is a document that you have not provided, that is when we will get upset. We reserve the right to get upset. Yes.
Yeah, so members, I think it's not tenable to continue. Everybody in the room agrees that you can't continue because the documents came late. They have not been looked into. You want to say something, Auditor, before?
Yes, yes, Chair. I really wanted to comment on something.
Yes.
Chair, I hope the evidence that has been put before us today is conclusive in that it can facilitate our work as fast as possible. Chair, we are auditors. We are really against this issue of postponement because it has really created a lot of backlog in our office. Between 9th up to 20th, I'm required to prepare 120 briefs. Those are 120 financial audit reports. And that pile up of work is now handicapping us. We are not really able to move. Like when we received this yesterday, some of us did not even sleep. And then when we looked at whether it is a document that needed to be presented, I felt it fell short. And that's the reason why this postponement is necessary. So we are only asking you to, because the evidence is here already with us, we take the shortest time possible in that we can dispense with this, and therefore we can go to other matters, because even the new audit cycle has already started. Chair, my submission.
We really feel you, Director, and that's why we're saying we shall institute and recommend, put very punitive recommendations, if need be, during our report writing. I'm just hoping that the documents that are here will answer to the queries. And for your staff, please talk to them. How do you escalate 49 issues here simply because of non-provision of documents? I think one time would recommend prosecution. Yeah, we'll have to do that because then you're frustrating the auditors. You're also frustrating us as senators. Really. Let's make it neat. Let's make sure that we work hard. Give the documents in good time. If they're clean, you don't need to hide them. When you hide them, you have to know that there's something you're hiding from us. So, Secretariat, when is the earliest time that we can meet Nandi County?
Chair, is it possible we advise that on that from Monday?
The Monday we discuss it from on Monday. Yes. So in our meeting on Monday, we can discuss the earliest time we can meet Nandi, so that now we look at the issues before the auditors go to the next cycle. Senator, that's okay. So the meeting is adjourned until Monday at 9:30.
Before this committee, but many other committees of this house. But Chair, in the course of last year, we had a huge setback as a county where we had a human resource audit whose outcome ended up leading to revocation of appointment letters for quite a number of our staff, including a lot of the staff within the finance department. We are in the process of dealing with, the recommendations and the outcome of that audit process. That really significantly affected the human resource team that we have within the county, and that has really.
So do you have a name? I want a name.
The name, of course, the CEC in charge of finance is
who is that?
Team Alfred Sitadia.
Alfred, the auditor is saying you don't cooperate, non-provision of documents, no timeliness in provision of documents. What is your story? Were you affected by the HR audit?
Thank you. Through the Chair, I wish to mention that, as the auditor said, is that we've really had good engagement, especially in the last 2 weeks or so, in terms of getting the documents. When the process of HR happened, most of the people who were involved in archiving and producing the documents were not around. So I've had to get a new team under the supply chain management to really work around the documents. So it is a one-off problem that as soon as we're able to resource the department, we shouldn't have this problem, and we put measures in place to ensure that.
So when are you resolving? Because you are late again, even for this chair.
Yeah, through the Chair is that we really even requested the County Public Service Board to expedite the staff specifically in charge of finance, so that then they can come and really help to sort with the backlog that we have. Thank you.
You are saying during the human resource audit, some files were cut away by the people who are removed?
No, Chair. I'm saying the people who are involved in handling the files were affected in the process, in that they were given the letters of termination. So, but we've requested the board that they give priority, because they've been doing department by department. Through the guidance of the governor, we're actually in the process of interviewing.
So where is that request? I assume it is a request in writing.
To the board?
Where is it?
Well, the evidence is that actually interviews are ongoing for finance, which has taken precedence.
Where is the request?
We don't have that in writing, Chair.
You request the board through oral discussion?
Yes, we usually have engagement meetings, and the governor has been chairing, and he's given directions on prioritizing some of the...
If it is a meeting, it has minutes.
Minutes would be available. We should be able to retrieve those ones.
Yeah. Show us those minutes.
Chair, they may not be part of this file, but those are available within the county. We can provide within an agreed period.
So it's very unfortunate.
Chair, that's my last question.
Yes, please.
When was that? When were those termination letters issued to the affected staff after the audit?
Said last year.
That is. Oh yes, that happened last year. Should be September last year, Chair, and yes.
That's about 9 months ago.
That was during the time of audit.
Yes, the audits had just begun.
Okay.
That's very unfortunate, Governor. We came here, we're supposed to be in the counties, but we are here because of this meeting. Now I don't know even if we decided to continue, and the auditors have not looked at the documents. I don't know how we would proceed. But members, is it possible we just look at, maybe just have a test of maybe 1 or 2 issues, we see how we can proceed? Are there any resolved issues? So, Senator.
Okay. And I think you heard what these people are talking about. Mimi walai sielewi hata nini wanaongelea. Kwa saa hii kitu inafaa kuwa naongelea ni hawa watu wamedate. The people that we are people who died. Seti unakuja kutuongelea sijui pesa, sijui kulima, sijui like right now we don't want to hear that. Ingawa tuone kesi imefika wapi. kesi inaendeleaje. Hizo ndio vitu sisi sasa tunataka kusikia. Na unajua baba Fua ashapewa nini? Ashapewa onyo. Asijaribu ukanyaga hiyo mazishi ya Albert. Na hiyo mkia yake ya ng'ombe. So, yani things are just happening outside here. Me, by the way, jana ndio nilikuwa nasikia kumbe mzee anaitwa Baba Fua wa Ruto.
Mataifa asiweke chumvi sote.
Hey, Kenyans, what I love about this country, you are never late. You're never late, and you never disappoint. You see? You are disappointing mtu. Yani watu hata mimi nikitaka dikini hata nishapewa tu. Nibenye wajadiambia. Sijaanza kusikia. But if you give me a name, tell me. Because I want to know, nikwambia, hii ina sound poa. Hata kama ni nasty. Wame, that's so good. It sounds so good. But Kenyans, nyinyi wale wase. Sasa tunataka kusikia matanga ya nani? Anaitwa aje? Ojwang.
Basi leo kuna matanga.
Baada anachukua mimi.
Matanga. Leo kuna matanga ya Albert.
Anapelekwa home ama
I don't know how the Luos do their
Kwa alikuwa Nairobi. So sinafaa asafirishwe tuone msafara. Si nataka tu kuona.
Sasa tutakuwa live now.
Kwa lazima itakuwa. Yeah, lazima itakuwa. We just want to see the way things will go down. Hapo actually hapo. Sioni peace hapo. Tutaki government yote ingia hapa. And that's what we need actually. Wanakuja kuconfirm kama alikufa kabisa ama wanakuja kuconfirm nini? What are they coming to confirm? They should just sit where they are. Waseme huko the way they are willing to.
Kwanza nilisikia Raila asionekane huko. Akienda tukuinua mkia. Ile kitu yake anafanya gani?
Mkia yake
it is not good. So basically mimi ndio anafanya Kenya must move on, but he is not going to move on until that person is out. It is not.
That person is out.
Obviously.
But what we actually want is just Ruto to calm down, sawa? Or Ruto to surrender. We want this man to surrender. And if he surrenders, I think Kenya will now know what to do next. Because like right now, even if you ask somebody, okay, you want this person to get out of the office and march away kabisa. You don't want to hear him, you don't want to see him, you don't want to listen to him while speaking. Okay. Wewe anatoka, wewe unataka nani akuwe hapo? Tunakwambia tumsee, hiyo usimuulize sahi. Bro, cheki. Wewe huyu tu akitoka tutajua. Hiyo tutajua anga baadaye, lakini tunataka huyu mwenyako because people cannot continue being killed. People cannot continue being abducted every now and then. Yani visa tu na kesi ni zile tu. Ni vile tu. Hakuna mabadiliko. When we ask for mabadiliko, they tell us to tulia, we tulia, and then they just wanawazubesha kidogo tena things have started happening. You see?
Wow.
And then you'll be like, what? Kwani? Tukiambia tutulie, ndio tunakuja kuuliwa vizuri. Ndio wanakuchukua vizuri. And then this thing of the police, what they always say, mkioka maandamano, anakuambia nimekumaka, nitakupata. Be careful because that is a threat. Hata asipo kupata tu hii mwezi ile mwezi ingine, but atakupata shakumaka. nimekumark. So you should be careful. At least unaambia mabeshte, wanakupea advice, uende stage uandikishe hiyo statement, lakini hiyo unayojua iezi yaenda mahali popote. Lakini ambia mabeshte, sawa? Ambia Kenyans, unajua kuna polisi fulani awaniambia hivi na hivi anakaaje, unawashow.
Kwa group yetu, sawa? Someone said that the moment you are taken ama you are threatened, make sure you say kwa group saa hiyo. Make sure you mention it kwa group saa hiyo, usingoje. Ama if you're taken, just I think you already, like right now already, excuse me. Right now already I have friends, that they have certain numbers. Just in case I don't, and they make sure, like every day we have a code. Code yenye nikimtumia, only them will understand. Do you have that? Where nikimtumia kama ni 1, and see, but that is not the code though. But I'm just saying, for example, nikimtumia to 1, they know. Nikubaya. So they call certain numbers that I've given them. Sawa? And if they do that to me, that is what we have agreed. And we even though we keep on each other, because when you are saying nachukuliwa, yeah, umetu umesikia tu unatuma hiyo 1. It's not complicated. Wanajua ukituma kama ni 2 wanajua uko sawa, kama ni 1 hauko sawa. But something only you two can understand. Yes? It's codes.
Nakindera mtwiki.
Most codes are used by military and spies, where someone blinks. Na kuna mwingine anajua anasema nini. Kwa kublink hivi na blink anajua anasema I am at sijini, na kuna mwingine kugonga. I had a friend of mine who was teaching me hizo kugonga za kublink. I remember some.
I want to get distracted. Yani, there's some things.
No, most codes is everywhere.
And I think that's what we were told.
By who? To be safe. By who? No, most codes is not something that is secret. It is out there.
Wewe umefunzwa.
Na sinafunzwa kwa internet. Na watu. Ukienda usearch tu kwa YouTube, most codes, they will teach you how to do it. Ukienda kwa dark web, usearch most codes, they will teach you. Yeah. Vitu najua ni nyingi sana kwa akili. Yeah. Niulizage tu nikage jina niulize. Sawa. Kuna ndio shishi Afrika kwa niambia your age and the things you know is different. So,
but people, you have to know more things actually. Kwa mimi nataka kujua kama kila kitu.
Yeah. Wallahi. So basically, most codes nilijoga most codes nikiwa like 18 years. Most codes cause see spies that nifunza eti most codes. No, I am just a curious person. I was born a curious child. And curiosity almost killed the cat. Yeah.
So. Watu mmeenda wapi? Where are you guys?
Where jana Naivasha?
You went to Naivasha?
Na mlikuwa wapi mali tu kwa man?
Because I cannot see you anywhere. I'm allowed to cause I'm manjagili. But actually, we're good, huh? Come in too. Come tuambie. Hii bash kesho tunaiduaje? Because today I think is the final day ya kupanga vitu. Yeah. Come tuambie, and then actually like in the group, napenda kuna group fulani iko hapo naipenda sana venye watu wako in touch. Mtu anakuwa alert na hii, anakuambia hii, what our mission is to fight for our country, and we will fight until something.
The camera is not clear.
Producer mic headphones ataski. So hizo yani hii mambo kusaidiana, wewe ukiona kitu unaambia wengine, yani something at least to spread watu wengi at least mjue. Ndio nakwambia ukiona sanza nakwambia nimekumark, unaambia wengine, mtu anakupa okay kama iko hivi, so like hizo kama venye umesema hii mambo kutumia numbers ama words kama ni letters tu.
Ana kitu nimesema iko juu hata. Like if I start really in the deep ndakujua tu hapa. Na sina DCI na CIA. So yeah.
So guys, you know, yani vitu ziki happen na wewe hivyo at least we check on each other, unajua kama mwenzako yuko safe. Mtu ametoka na kwambia by the way nimetoka, nimeenda mahali fulani.
Na haja communicate.
Alafu ameenda amekaa no communication, ama umepata vitu hivi, ambia mtu wewe nani aliniambia na lakini sasa hapatikani, si mteja hivi nimetry hivi na hivi sijampata. That is how we are saying to keep on each other, like Kenyans, let's be one Kenya, one people one Kenya. Nice, one people one Kenya, yeah. And then kesi ya Albert ndio tunataka kusikia. Juu sasa hivi kama imefunikwa,
sisi watu msahau shalipa mkwanja.
Wanapumzika na tu ya mada ishaisha.
Me and actually I'm waiting for the matanga we got there. I know it's going to be streamed. So yeah.
It's so bali itastreamiwa vibaya sana because this was just a young man, mwenye alikuwa anajaribu kuishi life hapo yake na bibi yake hapo na mtoto. A very young woman. At that young age, you are a widow. So bad. So bad. Actually. Say by the way, pia tena ukiandika kitu unaangalia. Unaweza andika tu kabla hata ilandi kwa mtandao washa kufikia. Kabla tu ilandi hivi. Wao wase washa kufikia. So let's be careful, let's watch on each other, tufunzane, tuelimishane, at least so that you can be more safe, because we're one people, one Kenya. And continue mourning Albert because aliuawa na Masanze. That's what we know, and that's all what we know, okay? Aliuawa na Masanze. So hataki kusikia story nyingine. And then the mask man, mfanya follow up. Huyo mask man. Anaendelea at least. You want to just know because ni mtu alikuwa mtu wa maana sana. Okay? Wauzia wa Kenya mask, wafanye nini? Wapige demo hapo. But she was just shot evil. Don't think Kenya is on a joke or on a play or on a game the way the government is playing right now, because unajua sahi if you when tuna follow up hivi matanga Albert ama kifo cha Albert na hii nini anaitwa karaoke hii kushutiwa yake, wanakuja wanacheza games hapo, wanacheza games hapo, yeah. Alafu anakuja kwa sasa na anakuja kuanza kuongelea maneno mengine ambayo you can't even understand. You can't even know what are they saying. Sasa wabanza sijui mambo ya ukulima, sijui mambo sijui ya nini. Wengine wanakuja wanatuambia there is no maandamano on 25th. Gonga. Ile tumesema haiwezi lala. Bene tumeipangia. Hapo nakuja kusema kuna maandamano.
There's no matter about wamesema hakuna maandamano. Of which it's not that they matter, but wamesema hivyo.
sasa sisi hata ituhusu. Mimi mseme tu. Mimi mseme tu kama ni bodo umepewa uanze kunini, you just do you. We just meet you there. You just meet there. Na tuko hapo mbaya tena sana. Yeah. So you should take care. Na pia vitu naongea ukiwa kwa umati wa watu na unaangalia ni unajua at least hata mkiwa na ka group sasa uko peke yako umeenda kuongelea watu we don't want to lose anyone. Okay? We don't want to lose anyone at all. Right now we just want to fight for our country. Ikuwe tu na amani. Tuone tu country yetu ikidevelop. Yani tuone hata tukilipa ushuru at least inafanya kazi in our country. Lakini unalipa ushuru lakini uone kazi yenye ushuru inafanya. You know, I was so annoyed when I saw somebody saying, lipeni ushuru tujitegemee. Tunalipa ushuru tujitegemee, but the government that is there alitumia hiyo pesa ndio tujitegemee. Sijui napeleka wapi pesa. Because you can't tell me tangu ushuru uongezwe hatujafikisha hata pesa hata ya kulipa hata deni hata trilioni 1. Wanasema wana collect how many billions a day? 2 billion. Mse. Kwa hiyo 2 billion ungekuwa hata umeshalipa bilioni 1 kama unajisikia kulipa 1. But you are just there, mara unaongeza ushuru, mara unarudi unakopa. Unaongeza ushuru unarudi unaongeza deni. Unaongeza ushuru unarudi unaongeza. Now which game are you playing? Yani unataka tuseme unataka yani umetaka kabisa utufinyilie uchukue pesa zetu kwa nazo zote kwa mfuko. Yani I think that's your happiness. That's what you think is good or is best for you to do for your fellow Kenyans. We are all Kenyans. Hakuna mtu special hapo. We are all the same. Ni ile tu tunachukua power tunasema let's give this power. You hatuwezi fit hapo. Hatuwezi enda wote tukae kwa hiyo kiti. That's why we take the power tunakwambia sasa wewe do hivi. Wewe kaka hapo. Alafu unajua si kwako. You will just go at some point. Okay? So badala uende hapo utie bidii, you wait for kid. Yeah, ani unangana na kazi.
As I mean, like
tumuongezee power. Aendelee kukaa kwa power.
Not everyone is appreciative. So, and mostly people never see the good that someone does. Now, this is not the case for Ruto. I'm just saying for other people sometimes, like they do and people never appreciate. So, but when we give, and I talked about this yesterday, I said that the power never belongs to him. This thing he was just, it is, you get land, sawa, and then after some time you give it back. That's why after some time anapea mwingine. Sasa yeye Ruto amechukua na behave ni kama sasa like it's a he's doing us a favor by being there, and like it belongs to him, like ni yake alikuwa ametupea sisi na tukamrudishia. Una get? So and I said yesterday, and I don't really repeat myself, but the thing is, Ruto, I don't know why you're fighting to be there wakati watu ambao wamekupa kitu hawataki kuwa nayo. Achana nayo.
Akae nayo ati sasa power ni yake.
Si yake.
Yezi kuwa yake. Hata kidogo. Yezi kuwa. Cause sasa aje. Tulikupea, you just hold. Ana tu kukupea. You took it. Tuliambiwa jana huyu aliiba. ufunguo kutoka kwa Pigeons Hall.
Pigeons kale kashimo. Let me see if this door iko nayo. Kuna kashimo huko kwa mlango ya mtu kama pale. Kwenye hiyo mlango unapata kama mtu akikubishia, you can go and see who is that. It's called a Pigeon Hall.
Sasa alichukulia hapo kifiki.
Akakataa nayo.
Akaringa nayo kabisa. We. Sasa ndio unaringa nayo. Ukiringa vizuri. So, guys, even atujui venye tunaweza fanyia Ruto actually.
Hebu tuambieni.
What are we going to do for this government? Tuambie tutokeleze.
Man, kama tuachaje.
We are living this lonely way. You should, okay? You should come back. Yeah, we really need you here. Watu wangu wa screen, hebu kujeni. Kujeni kami haraka sana. We want to talk about this government and ask this government, or ask you people, as we are here, we are asking you, what do you think we should do for this government? Because hawataki kutoka, wanataka tu wakae hapo, wanataka kuendelea kuweka pesa kwenye mifuko zao, wanataka kuendelea kunyanyasa nchi, wanataka kuendelea kufanya whatever they are doing. They see is best for them, you see. So you're free. Oh no, tuache. Yeah, I know kuna wale wanasema tuache, we just tuwape second chance. If the first chance mwapea wanawasumbua akili, mnaongezewa ushuru, haifanyi kazi. But then for me, I feel like hii ushuru hata ingekuwa inaongezwa sawa, na vitu zikosa, no one will complain. No one will complain. Kwa sababu mtu anaona nimelipa ushuru, ndio ile inafanya kazi vizuri. Naenda tu hospitali, inafanya yani as usual bila tu, hata kama ina HF, mimi sikuisikia that more complaints many. Yeah. Hao ndio wanajua utapeli ulikuwa pale. But at least that one, because ilikuwa inasaidia 1 2 3. Lakini sasa this one, ukienda hospitali unaanza kufikiria mara 2 3. Unaanza kufikiria sasa mara sijui haifanyi, mara sijui data, mara sijui hapa haikubaliki, mara sijui you are like, what was it for? And you're paying every month. Leo na sasa wanatuma message, your payment has been increased. Kama ulikuwa unalipa 400 imeongeza imefika 600. Unaona mali wanafanya? Wanaongeza tu polepole. Naomba mtashtukania tu vitu ziko tu zishashoot ziko huko. Nyinyi mkiamkanga mkisema ashamaliza. Nyinyi mkipiga kelele ashamaliza. Mkisema mambo ya education, anasema si mimi nilikuja, si nikatengeneza hii mambo ya CBC. Si mambo ya CBC, what is CBC actually? For me, I don't understand CBC. Mimi hata sasa ndio akiniletea homework mimi siwezi mfanya. Juu sielewi ni nini anadu. Yaani sijui actually for me I don't understand. Na wewe fanya tu mtafuzana na teacher venye mdambiwa mnafanya. Wewe fanya venye unafanya, ukienda uanguke teacher atakuonyesha venye utafanya. Venye utafanya then utacatch up. But for me actually mnganga tu ile masomo tu ilikuwa ikuwe tu. Ilikuwa tu masomo bado. Hii hapa ni confusion. Confusion. Na nasema confusion kwa government. Kuna mtu fulani anasema confusion hapo. Yeah, anakuwa nani? So, guys, as we continue fighting for the country, kitafutia nani anaitwa Ojwang ati justice Ojwang. Kitafutia Ojwang justice. So that all things that are happening in the country, we should at least you push, muendelee kuongelea and then vitu zinaenda hivyo. Amaje. So when things moves like that, you see how Kenya sasa inakuja kuwa Kenya. But mko na president, sawa? You are crying about, mbona unajua mimi ufikiria president angedu hivi. President angedu hivi. Watu wakidemonstrate, wasi wanaenda State House. Ya kae State House, sawa? Atengeneza hata kama ni ataka asimame juu ya mabati. Asimame juu ya mabati na kipaza sauti. Aseme haya mmefika karibuni. Mwiambie mnataka nini? Alafu sasa watu waongea, watu waseme wanataka nini. Awajibu waambie sasa juu mmesema ama sasa naona tufanye hivi na hivi. Nyinyi mnaona aje? Don't just say yes if you are not satisfied with what he is saying. Don't just say yes. Juu watu nasikia tu kunini. You know some things unajitokeza tu unaongea na wananchi just because they have come for you. They are saying that what you are doing is not satisfying them. What you are talking you see angekuwa na come anaongelesha watu hivyo juu wamekaa kuliko kutuletea maJSU hapo wanakuja wanawashoot watu wanakufa wanatia gas. Hiyo vitu it makes sense. So akam tu akamaambiwa Kenya hivi na hivi, so nyinyi mmesema hivi, sawa wacha tufanye hivi. If you are a good person because you're not good, you should unakama atuambie, unakwambia sasa okay fanya hivi, malizana na mambo ya SHA. Aya, ukimalizia na mambo ya SHA imemalizika, and then you just do what you come now to hizi zinaitwa education. Yes, umemalizana na education inaisha. Yale watu wanaona umefanya hivi
ulizaga sawa, like it is job ya huyu Ruto ni nini? Like job ya president ni nini? Job ya deputy ni nini? Na kila mtu afanye what they're supposed to do. When you do what you're supposed to do, you don't even need really to kukaa ujieleze, uitishe campaign, kukaa ujieleze, sijui ufanye nini. It is just there. Like I love to give examples kwa ile kitu ya daily life. Sawa? When a man does what a man is supposed to do, they don't need to convince a woman. Akifanya tu kitu anafaa kudu, they don't need to convince a woman. Vitu nyingi. When a woman does what they do, no one is convincing the other. When a teacher does what's supposed to do, kufunza mwanafunzi aelewe, you don't need to convince nini. CV na grade. Yes? Yes. Tunasema mambo ya SHA. Nilisikia kuna place watoto watibiwa bila SHA.
Wapi?
Kama hawana, nilikuwa naambiwa hivyo na aunti fulani. Bila SHA utibiwa hata uonekane.
Wanatibiwa
bila SHA au utibiwa like umeforce register.
So you must. You remember that day tuliona pale?
Yeah. Lega wingi kwa usibila cha wameka hivyo.
What I just said, nikiona tu hiyo kitu inaniudhi. Because if I remember like right now, babu yangu bado anahangaika na isha, sawa? NHF ilikuwa na pesa, wakasema hiyo NHF wana transfer hiyo pesa iende kwa isha. Mtu anaenda hospitali after every 2 weeks. Na ni pesa inatolewa. Na pesa yake iko pale. Imekuwa haiwezi toka. SHA ifanyi. Kwa hiyo the same, yani ile tu hospitali. Hiyo hospitali walimwambia haya SHA ina chef mbadilisho kuja kwa SHA, pesa ilikuwa umeweka hapo imeenda wapi? Imeenda kwa SHA. So utakuwa unatumia SHA. So yeye anajua tu mambo iko sawa. Unaenda unafanyiwa, unahudumiwa vizuri, unamaliziwa. Fika kwa kulipa bro. Utajua juu. Nasema nani Sasa kuongea mbaya. Kwa sina mood ya kuongea vibaya. Niko tu na furaha zangu. So sitaki kuongea vibaya. Yaani unaingia vizuri, wanakutreat vizuri, wanakupeleka, unapima pressure, unaenda unajieleza, hivyo. Fika kwa payment. Fika hapo. Haya, wanakuambia ni 50,000. Wewe unajua nitatoa 25, kadi itanilipia 25. Wewe unaambiwa unatoa cash. That is the day I feel like naweza lipua hiyo hospitali yote na wagonjwa na madaktari wote. We just die once because ni kama mnataka tukufe hivyo. Why unanihudumia kwa nini? Juu I came pale kwa kadirisha ka consultation ama inaitwa ka nini? Pale kadirisha kenye unaenda kuanzia hapo. Unaenda unauliza hapo vizuri SHA inafanya hapo, nakwambia SHA inafanya. Unauliza ulikuwa unatumia NHF ya ilibadilishwa? Yes. Okay. Aenda tu hivyo kitibiwa. Unarudi bro, unaambiwa ati SHA ifanyi. Pesa yako hata haiwezi toka. Sijui aina nini, sijui wajafanya, sijui iko nini, sijui complaints mingi. Zenye hata ukikaa hivi ukiwa mgonjwa ukisikiza unafaint, hata sijui kama unasikia. Because for me the first thing when walisema sijui SHA haifanyi hapa, na mmezunguka mmetoka kwa nyumba tuseme 6. By 8 inafaa mkue hosi. Na hiyo age si ati ni wewe wa kwanza. Wengine walishafika. Upange hiyo line na ni mtu ni mgonjwa. Unamsukuma na wheelchair. I know those people wamelinda wagonjwa. Mwenye unasukuma kwa wheelchair everywhere. Niambia the whole day hamjakula, mnazunguka tu. Juu hata uwezi enda ukula ama hata utafute kitu ukula ama upe hata mgonjwa akule. Juu utapata hata watu walishapita walienda. So unakaa tu hapo kwa laini, unangoja laini. You go all those steps and then you're coming, you're being told that SHA ifanyi. Unalipa cash. I was like shouting in that hospital. I remember kuna wagonjwa hapo. And then I remember nikiuliza, sawa niwaulize. Because for me I was not ready kutoa hiyo pesa. Juu sasa ni hapo inafaa waanze kupiga simu, wewe unatoa ngapi, ule mwenye unapigia atatoa ngapi, ule mwingine atatoa. Na hiyo yote ukizunguka hivyo hata bado ifiki. Maybe kuna ule mmoja atajitolea aseme mimi nitatoa 20. Anyi mtavute 30 hao wengine mtu anakuambia niko na 2,000. Mwingine anakuambia niko na, mwingine anakuambia mimi sina kitu, mwingine anakuambia aliambia sitaifika lini na ufao ulipe ndio utoke kwa hospital. I remember I asked that madam. Nikipita hapa nilikuuliza SHA inafanya, ukasema inafanya, si ndio? Okay. Situmemaliza kutibiwa. SHA inafaa ilipe pesa ngapi? Okay, I just asked. SHA inafaa ilipe pesa ngapi? You said pesa ilikuwa kwa NHIF imetransferiwa, imeenda kwa nyumba. By the way, ukiangalia NHIF inado zinasema imekuwa transferred to SHA. Haya, mbona SHA ifanyi sasa? Na pesa iko ndani, mbona ifanyi? Well, balai, for me I said, and I did not pay that all amount. So, SHA ilifaa ilipe the 25. Okay. Nikaanza kupigia watu simu, okay. Mimi niko na 5,000. Mwenye ako na 5, mwingine 5, mwingine 5, tubalize, si tuende home. And that's what we did. We paid the 25. Na naambia mwangalie venye hiyo SHA italipa the other 25 cause hiyo ni mchezo mnafanya. Hiyo pesa nyiko kwa hiyo SHA hizo zote. The man has been paying like for 10 years NHF na analipa akosi kulipa. Mmechukua hizo pesa mmezitransfer. Na sasa alikuwa analipa shilingi 200 shilingi 300. Mtu anakaa wiki mbili kazi alikuwa anafanya ni ile anaweza lipwa pengine unaenda unalipwa every day na kama kwa siku moja unaweza lipwa like 50k kazi anafanya si ati anakaa mahali pamoja. So amekuwa akilipa amelipa hiyo pesa yote msie bro. Alafu ananiambia SHA yeye lipa pesa yako imeenda. So sometimes kwa vitu zingine inafaa tu kuwe rude, harsh, stubborn. Vitu zingine inafaa yani you stand for what you want. You stand for your rights. Yeah.
On business.
Yeah, you stand on business. Amia mtu bro, cheki. Si pesa ilitolewa kwa NHF. Ikaenda kwa SHA. Nilikuwa nakuja hapa NHF inalipa kidogo na nigia dawa kidogo. Naenda nanunua zingine. Have you ever heard me complain? No. Si wanalipa pesa naenda. Okay. I'm paying the money I supposed to pay. Ana ni wazuri sana. Niliuliza tu. SHA ilikuwa ilipia pesa ngapi? Wanasema pesa yenye umeandikiwa na daktari SHA inalipa nusu, wewe unalipa nusu. Nikamwambia tu okay. Akafikiria ni jokes ambaye tu nikamwambia no, ukitaka uite Masate wakuja wanishike juu wako tu hapo next. Wengine kwa ukitaka uite nani, ukitaka but I'm just done hivyo. Wewe ni mzee, sawa? Ameshinda njaa hajakula na ni mgonjwa. Sasa kiniangukia hapa faint. Mnakuja tena mnikalisha hapa naanza kutafuta pesa ya kulipa bill. Na si ati ni mtu alikuwa amekuja kulazwa, ni mtu anakuja check up. Ya every 2 weeks. Sasa kila mwezi nalipa 100k, am I mad? Cash nazitoa wapi? Kwa mwezi moja 100k unatoa wapi? Mse. Kuna vitu zingine by the hata serikali inafaa inaangalia. For me nilikuwa nasema nguo yes nimeona imeanza kuraruka. Lakini sina ingine ya kuvaa. Sina. Kuliko nitoe hiyo yenye imeraruka. Kuna venye naweza fix, nifanye nikitumia nikibai nikitengeneza ingine. Sasa mbona nitoe hii nitupe na sina ya kuvaa? Nasema tu iko lakini hata sijui iko wapi. Sijui kama itanitoshea ama itanitoshea. That's why the government is playing with us. Mulitoa SHA kama mlitoa SHA. Mulileta SHA kama
hizo system wanasema wamekuja kulaunch kitu wakati wa SHA test wameitest
ifanya alafu wasema haya sasa wa Kenya tunahamia SHA iko sawa Melissa na NHF imeishia hapa. This is the last time kunini enda ufanye hivi na hivi na uendelee kutumia. I was annoyed when I heard that mama amdiuya mimi. I was the first to experience that with my grandfather. Second, mama ameenda kujifungua akamwambia SHA italipa. Unaenda unaleba. I wish mngeniambia nikiwa kwa hiyo leba. Je, ningewapiga mangumi. Mtu ameleba, amejifungua, amelala hapo, na mnaleta bill. Mnasema SHA ifanye. Ati SHA yako haiwezi fanya hapo. SHA yako sijui SHA, wanaleta complaints mpaka unasikia watu wakianza wapiga walai. Unakumbuka ni government unaachana. Sasa mse si SHA ama nini na happen? Na sasa unataka utoe nini? Umeenda hosi vitu kama maybe ulikuwa umeenda kujifungua na CS ama umeenda normal cause kila nini iko na.
Why did they take out Linda Mama in the first place? Linda Mama was everything. Hiyo ilikuwa ni legacy ya Margaret Kenyatta. Linda Mama. Mbona ilitolewa hiyo kitu ilikuwa inalinda mama na mtoto for 5 years. Like nilikuwa nasikia ukizaa mtoto ulipi chochote na mtoto wako covered for 5 years. Baka Why did they take it out?
Unajua kama hao so it's vitu zingine tu zenye azinini Alafu you don't talk about them. Mkisikia Kenyans, while Kenyans you are talking about them, mnakuwa zile za nini, mnaita mambo ingine yenye eleweki. Guys, let's stand on our rights. Let's fight for our rights, and let's maandamano tu lazima tudu. Lazima tu tuandamane. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter tutapitia nini. It doesn't matter tutarushiwa tear gas ngapi. It doesn't matter tutakuwa na hazima ama tutakuwa na hazima. It doesn't matter kama hiyo yote yenye itafanyika hapo. It doesn't matter. Bora tu nipiganie nchi yangu isimame, iwe na amani siku zote. I don't need my kids to come and fight the way I'm fighting right now for my country. Nataka watoto wangu wakuje tu wakislay. Wakisema our mother did this for us. This is good. Wakilipa tax wakienjoy. Hata ukilipa tax unaona
life iko tu.
Life iko sawa. Hata ukinunua mkate 70, unajua ni tax yangu inafanya hii kazi, sawa? Na nalipa juu, nanunua mkate 70 bob cause hii tax inaongezwa juu ya hii mkate, sawa, inafanya kazi Kenya, nchi yangu. Sio unaongezwa ujui hata zinaenda wapi, ujui hata na bado watu hujaelewa pesa tunatoa inafanyanga nini. We've never understood that. Mnajilipa. And then we're just there. So guys, we'll see you later when you see us actually. Thank you very much for being with us, for those who have been with us. Now watu mkuje, nikikam next show, I don't want to see you there where you are. You come back. Please.
Matanga. Tuangojea matanga. Today we are mourning.
We're still mourning until we get justice for Albert.
Ikianza tu hivi kuswim tunarudi.
Okay, I'm Tilda. See you.
I'm Zulfa. Later.